What toys did you grow up playing with? Was it toy trucks or toy dolls? Did you know that toys have actually been gendered for hundreds of years now? Hi, my name is Ashla Rivas, and today I'll be presenting some research I did with the University of Maryland on one of the oldest free black settlements in the United States. It's called The Hill. It's in Easton, Maryland. And I'll be touching base a little bit on gender roles for adults at the time and how this was instilled through toys that we found in the archaeological record, as well as the actual toys that we found, and tying this back to modern times, how not much of this has actually changed over the past 100 years. So I wanted to go over briefly what exactly gender roles are. According to the Oxford Language Dictionary, gender roles are roles or behavior learned by a person as appropriate, determined by prevailing cultural norms. So what exactly were the cultural norms and gender roles at this time? For women at this time and place, gender roles were mostly caretakers, stay-at-home moms, field workers, servants, housekeepers, something that Nan Wolverton refers to as the cult of domesticity, in layman's terms, domestic work. For men, a lot of their jobs were farmers, laborers, things that they could provide for their family with. Now let's go over some toys that we found archaeologically. A lot of the toys that we started finding that were more gendered, we found at the turn of the 20th century. Before then, there was a lot of non-gendered play and not a lot of toys that kind of were particularly masculine or feminine. So at the turn of the 20th century and at the beginning of child labor laws, you see this push towards individuality and gendered. So within boys' toys, we see iron wrought fire trucks, toy guns, toy trucks. There's a little image of a toy ladder we found. Within girls' toys, we found ceramic dolls. We actually found a milkmaid figurine. And through research, we found that a lot of girls were actually participating in mimicking play. So setting the table, pretending to cook, pretending to iron, pretending to take care of babies, things like that. So as we saw, a lot of the toys that these children are being passed on by adults are toys that mimic these gender roles that adults had at the time. You see these feminine, caretaking, nurturing toys being given to girls, and these traditionally masculine toy guns, toy trucks, possible future careers for the men and the little boys. So tying this back to the present, how has this really changed? Well, it hasn't really changed a whole lot. When you go to Target or you go to Walmart, you kind of see these aisles of pink and blue. So there is this stark difference between femininity and masculinity in toys in the present. A lot of girls' toys now are feminine, nurturing, and focus a lot on self-image, while boys' toys can be seen as violent or aggressive, lots of superheroes with super strength and superpowers. DC Johnston, in his article Toying with Our Emotions, talks about how a lot of these girls' toys are actually promoting negative self-image within little girls and violence and possibly aggression within little boys. So tying this back all together, in the research that we did at University of Maryland, we found that within these free Black communities, adults were actually instilling gender roles through toys for their children. A lot of these toys we found mimicked possible careers or gender roles for the children in the future. And not much has changed over the past decade or so. These toys still instill gender roles within children in the present, and it is negatively affecting children, according to research. Thank you for your time, and I really appreciate it. Have a good one.